Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I figured I'd do something pretty simple today. We're going to do Valentine's Day in candy font. Let's get going. Now, candy font is actually a lot more simple than you think. So right now I'm going to take a nice color pencil, kind of light, and I'm going to try to map out where the words are going to go. It's going to go on a diagonal. I'm going to start with happy on top, followed by Valentines with apostrophe S. Here we go. And then at the very bottom, it's just going to be the word day. Now, it's not going to have those curves in it, so you don't need to worry about that. So right now I'm going to start off with the H. You'll see candy font is a little bit more curvy, and it has a lot of big ends, which you're going to utilize later on. So right here, I'm just going to curve the top with the accent of the H. You can see I'm going to make the bottom one just as big, if not bigger. There we go. I'm not completely following my diagram of where the letters are going to go. I'm just kind of using it as reference. Okay, the H is all done. Moving on with the A. A is a little more blocky in the front with a tiny circle. The P's are going to be the same, of course. And it's going to be wide at the very bottom. There we go. Kind of looks like a sword. It's going to have the same size circle almost, if not smaller. I'm going to try to make this P virtually the same. And then the Y is going to have that same curve that those P's have. And that's going to be the basis of the majority of these letters. So you'll see that later on. You can see I'm not doing that little curve on the bottom because it's not quite candy font. I don't know why they call it candy font, to be honest with you. I just typed it in on Google and then it kind of looked like this. So the V is going to have a nice big loop because we're emphasizing it the most. There we go. It's not going to be as extravagant as the H. Okay, the A is going to be virtually similar to the one on top. The L is super simple, so it's going to have that curvature on the top. Curves the other way in the bottom. And then the I later on is going to be kind of like a miniature version of that. There we go. It's going to do a tiny circle. The N is going to have that curvature that we were talking about earlier. There you go. Pretty simple. The T is going to be super blocky. So I'm trying to focus on where it's going to go. You can see the cross itself is going to be quite wide. Okay, the I is kind of just like a miniature L with a little dot on the top. We're going to try to replicate this N. You can see I'm going a little bit further than anticipated, so the E is going to be a lot further than it was before. Apostrophe goes on top, and the S, I'm going to map out the middle of the S first. There we go, and then I'm going to do the top. It's a little bit easier that way to make it more symmetrical. There you go. Alright, just one more word to go, and it's a more complicated one, believe it or not. The D is going to be having a lot of curves in it, and I'm going to start off by trying to map out where it goes, using my stencil a little bit. So I'm going to take the top end, try to curve down. Okay, and it's going to loop. Okay, that's going to be the inner loop. It's okay to mess up. I don't know why I didn't erase that later on, though. You'll see their design later on. There you go. Oops. Into itself. And the A is going to be just like how the word happy is. And then the second letter of Valentine's Day. There you go. And the Y is going to be quite similar to happy as well. And we are basically done with that. Simple enough, right? So right now I'm going to emphasize where the bubbles are going to be. And these bubbles are going to stay white, and I'm going to do that in random spots where there's curves. I'm not doing it in any flat or vertical areas or any like straight areas. I'm just doing it in all the curved areas. And then it's going to create kind of like a highlight effect. So I'm trying to find all of them or invent some. There you go. And we're almost done. All we gotta do is the word happy. All good to go. Alright, one more letter and we're good. Alright, so as of right now, I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit because coloring is pretty simple. We're basically done with the drawing, it's just coloring it in. So I figured we'd do kind of like a lighter type of pinkish reddish color on the inside, and I'm going to outline it in red. As you can see, I'm using an Artist Loft marker from Michaels. These are actually not that bad. It's a chisel mark, and I'm really sloppy with it, but I'm going to go back with Copic red to try to make it a little bit more clean. As you can see, it's sped up quite a bit, and it's drying to be that kind of like cherry red. When you first put it down, it's going to look kind of orange when you use these kind of Artist Loft markers, but it'll dry to a nice pinkish hue. So once I'm finishing Valentine's Day, I'm going to go down to the last word. Try to emphasize that chisel tip a little bit more. And as that dries, I'm going to try to do some red outlines on it, making sure I don't forget the insides. And we're basically done. So if this wasn't sped up, it would have taken me about, give or take, 20 minutes. Maybe you guys, maybe 45, because you guys are not used to it. But thanks for watching. I just want to do this quick one before the holidays hit in. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm going to try to do more videos throughout the week. I'm trying to do every day, but if I can't, it's not the end of the world. Anyways, see you guys next time.